All right, good to see that a little more, okay? A little bit. All right, you should be good there. What was that? Oh, yeah, that's fine. And I can.
Your classes. Whoa, don't run into me, fellas. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's true.
Every time you look at
Hey, Jake, is it?
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Veterans Day program. On behalf of Heritage and our entire district, I want to welcome all of the veterans here that are with us today, and also to those who might be deployed and not able to join us. We are honored to have you in our presence. We're honored to be able to spend some time celebrating your sacrifice. We are going to start with the Star Spangled Banner. Today is just an opportunity for us to share our thanks in just a small way through this program. And so what I'm going to ask that our veterans do is when you hear your branches song, if you would stand so that we can honor and celebrate you. And if you are someone who has a loved one who might be deployed, please feel free to stand in their honor as well. United States Army. United States Marine Corps. The United States Navy. United States Air Force. United States Space Force. United States Coast Guard. And if we could just do one more big thank you for all of our servicemen and women, could you please stand up one more time for a big round of applause? Very hard to prepare something special for you, so I'm going to turn it over to her.
You were young and beautiful, all they wanted was your all. We remember today all the sacrifices made.
Good morning. I just wanted to introduce, I had the privilege to interview some of our heritage-connected veterans and their families. So we will have those videos for you to observe as we transition between each song. And I really hope that you enjoy it. I learned a lot from these people, and I just hope that you guys can just get the same amount of joy from it that I did when I was making this in pretty detail. So, here we go.
My name is Philip Dawn, and my granddaughter, Barbara Sears, is my connection to Heritage Elementary School.
Yeah, I'm Bobby Wall. I'm local to Easton and Aubrey Green.
My name is Daryl Morgan. I've been on the SPE as a business Briggs. Was very teacher.
Yeah, my name is David Corley. My son David Wayne Corley was here together.
I'm David Dirk, and I am a very father.
I am Brad Burton. I am Kennedy's grandfather.
My name is Chris Byland, and my daughter is the third grade here.
I spent 27 years in the Army, and like I said, I was in the Army. I was an Army career infantry officer. And like I said, for 27 years, I had many jobs. I was fortunate, as everybody in the Army is, or any of the branches of the military, you get the opportunity to serve in many positions and also have many jobs, if you will. So almost all my jobs were leadership jobs at the lowest level of the platoon, all the way up through commanding almost 5,000 men, infantry soldiers and the like. So it was just, I was light infantry, and also heavy infantry, tanks and Bradleys and things of that nature. So again, most of my jobs were leadership, but I learned so many other things in logistics, and other things like that. So pretty well rounded in 27 years. I think I've seen almost everything.
So I was in the Army. I was an 11 Bravo, which is an infantryman. Technically, 11 Bravo Chico Pod, which is a airborne infantryman. I did that for about 10 years, active duty, and then got out around 2014. And I've been in the reserves ever since, which is getting on my 20, about retired. And now I do a 25 Bravo, which is an IT specialist. So a little bit of a change.
I joined the military Army in 1990. And I served for 3 years on officially it's called a track mechanic, but I worked on railroads, 2 Humvees, and various kinds of track vehicles in our unit. I was a mechanic in the metal unit, co-ed, so we spent all my time with sorting on vehicles, a lot more.
So I'm a Master Sergeant in the United States Air Force. Joined in 2006. I am a Security Forces journeyman, currently a superintendent at the United States Strategic Command. In short, I'm a police officer and a security specialist in the United States Air Force.
Yeah, I was in the United States Army, in air defense artillery, which is anti-aircraft systems, and I spent the majority of that time in Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
So back in 1986, I enlisted in the Army under the new GI Bill with plans to use that to go to college. It didn't quite pan out that way, but that is what it was intended for. I was in tanks, so I was in an armored cavalry group. I actually was on tanks for about 20 years. And I retired with just over 20 years as a first sergeant. So I was in charge of the whole company.
Sure, I was in the Air Force. I was a jet engine mechanic, or an aerospace propulsion technician, as they call it. I fix jet engines on from anything from fighter aircraft to the big cargo planes. I did that for 20 years.
I decided to serve in the military when I was 26 years old. I had always had the feeling that it was an obligation to serve our country because it has given so much to us. My father served in World War II, which meant a lot to me, and also my father-in-law was a decorated Air Force pilot. And it just, at that particular time in my life, it just seemed right for me to give back to the country what this country has given me. And I joined the Army when I was 26 years old.
So I turned 18 right around 9/11, and obviously those were the days in American history. And there was a lot of young people going to fight for our country, and I really an American and help with that. So I joined the big team of something
At the time, I believe I didn't have interest in educator college at the time. And, I was always fascinated by the military. I thought it would be a good opportunity to learn new skills. Pretty much whether they had any choice of position I wanted. I just chose something that was, thought might benefit the future of time, so over the years, 3 years.
In 2006, when I joined, I finished high school. I didn't know what to do, and so I was faced with a choice coming out of the alternative school system, and one of those choices was to join the United States Air Force. So I chose to join service in my country. Also saw definitely a lot of conflict that went on around the world, and I took it as a personal endeavor for myself, and turned out to be the best decision I could make.
I think probably the main reason is to create opportunity for myself, give back to the community, and travel.
Originally was for the GI Bill to go to college.
So when I joined, I didn't really know what I wanted to do with life. I wasn't really ready for college, but I also needed money for college, so went to different branches. I went to the Marines, the Army, the Navy, and finally I settled on the Air Force. It's got a good benefits, and I joined them back in 1998.
The most challenging part of being in the Army is being away from the family. Excuse me. You know, the military in general, I just don't want to say the Army because all branches of service are basically the same. You sacrifice, you know, your time away from the family. You sacrifice other things that are important to you. But the toughest thing for me was being away. I was gone quite a bit. I will tell you that my daughter that is sitting probably in the room, I missed my first 6 birthdays. I was gone. And that was tough. That to me, that is a sacrifice. But the age justified the means. In other words, I knew I had a job. I knew I was going to have to do that. And serving in the military was that important to me. But that sacrifice and that work was quite, it was tough.
Yeah, definitely the physical aspect of it is really challenging. New things that you never thought you would be able to do. And obviously you're away a lot. My daughter was probably 2 before I really got to spend time with her between deployments and just training. So I missed a lot of birthdays, I missed my anniversaries. Special events she's not there for. So that's probably the hardest part, sacrifice-wise.
You have to be the equivalent. That being in the military, transfer, because your role is to go to war, hopefully. That's very important. You get to take that seriously. So the sacrifice would be probably a year of your high school friends and college and partners and stuff like that. Or you could add that to the military, you know, your own, but it's not really a wise thing to do. So I think growing up, becoming an adult, being responsible, you get that way quite quickly. It's tact, to know little very much.
So in my service, almost 20 years, I had 5 deployments to deal with combat explosives. Deployments come with their own challenges, but by far the most challenging thing for me is being away during birthdays, holidays, when you just sit, missing those those moments are something that I can never get back. Because when I retire, my kids don't refer to me as Sergeant Farnell, I'm just dad. And they remember that I wasn't there for so many years. And I can never get that back.
Well, you sacrificed a lot of time and effort, and it's, sometimes you need friends, and that's a big part of it.
The most challenging part was being away from all of your friends and family for extended periods of time, as I was deployed multiple times overseas for long periods of time. And when you don't get to see your kids grow up, they're 8 to 10 years old for a year at a time, it's kind of tough.
The challenging part was after 9/11, everything picked up. We were going to a lot of different places around the world. Just having to be home a lot and having to move different places, that was a big issue.
The most proud is that I've been to serve with soldiers. I led soldiers. I think I influenced many. Because actually, when you're in the military, and in my capacity in particular, to kind of equate it to what you may understand, I was a teacher. Maybe not an elementary school teacher or anything like that, but I taught military, God and science and being a military officer, a soldier, and that was important to me. I took young men who were just coming out of high school or whatever, and in weeks, months, sometimes years, I saw them, become men. And especially it comes true because I also had the opportunity to lead soldiers in combat. And when you see something like that, and knowing how you train them and seeing it perform, is really important.
Obviously, I got started in my country. America is a great country on the planet. And I did some integration. I would say I don't support that. And also just the personal goals that you set for yourself when you accomplish the military. The schools you go to are challenging, so when you pass them and you graduate, you're amongst the top of the top. So it's really quite an honor to serve these sort of like field of
Our military is the greatest community. So seeing the department, it's quite impressive. We always feel that there's something on the news, something happens, and anyone, there's a good chance it's going to be blown up to the point where somebody was in our military is going to be on it. And just so happens I was in the unit that would go early. And
really is. The uniform I'm wearing is also known as the fabric of our nation. And our nation is something that is so special across the world. It is a privilege to wear something like this. The culture that I come from, the fraternity that I get to serve with, is something that is truly worth nothing. And airmen, past, present, all recognize that. And to me, like, hey, when did you serve? It's a privilege.
I think the opportunity to give back to the community and others, and then just kind of the pride of knowing that you're giving service for everything.
The thing that makes me most proud of being in the military is I was able to volunteer my abilities to defend our country and to give everybody, including Kenny and all of her friends and the rest of my grandkids, the freedom to live the way they want to.
To be honest with you, the people that I work with, everybody from all walks of life, all religions, races, and creeds, and a lot of them just come together and helping each other and trying to get through their career.
This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking down the highway, I saw a lovely, that endless skyway. I saw you walking that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to New York Island, from redwood forest to the ocean waters. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me. The sun was shining and I was strolling, really just waving, and the dust was rolling, and the sun was glinting, my voice was chanting. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to New York Island, wherever forest to the ocean water. This land was made for you
I think the biggest lesson I learned is that you have to be honest. You always have to be honest with everyone. Your yourself you have to be honest with, your friends, and you have to be able to stand up and do the right thing, whatever that right thing may be. Sometimes that's difficult. Don't be a follower, be a leader, and help people. Always want to help and strive to help people. You have to be able to do the right thing, stand up for who you are, and don't be a follower, be a leader.
You can always go for when you want to give up. You are always getting to a point where you're tired, you're exhausted, your body hurts, your attitude is just in the dumps, and every day you do is going to quit. But you always have a little bit more to run to keep pushing forward. You can go a lot further than you can, especially when people rely on you. You always push yourself harder.
Honestly, like I said before, I just thought that really, having talked, having respect for those that are moving, because you're gonna, it's your loss. When you don't come to your employees, it's expected. And take the military is about the best place to learn and appreciate it. And then once you get out, take those same values to the outside world.
I've learned pretty early on in my career that the way you weigh things is the way you do everything. So if you're gonna do something, even if it's the smallest detail like cleaning, if you do it quickly but not do it well, you're probably gonna do everything else going forward things quickly but not doing it well. So it was ingrained to us very early on in my career that if we're gonna do it to the best, do it correctly, because our citizens don't pay for a job, they pay for an outcome.
Appreciate what you have. That's probably the biggest stuff is learning.
The biggest thing I learned in the military, at a very early period of the military, was to do the best job you can with what you're instructed to do. And that later led to the fact I was able to teach younger soldiers and other personnel from other countries different ways to do it the right way and be proud of how it's done.
Life is, I guess for anybody who are in the military, you can never really plan ahead. Something will take you by surprise. You might have a setback, you might have to readjust, look at things from a different perspective and try to move forward with this. That's what I learned.
Veterans Day is probably one of the most important days in the year, as far as I'm concerned. Because veterans, the number of veterans and people that are in the military, what they provided for us, what is that? Because we are free. We are a free nation, we are free people. And we're probably the only nation and country in the world that's like that. But many people have sacrificed to make that way we live, the way it is. So to be able to take a day in the time of the year and say, to say thank you to the veterans, myself included, for serving and sacrificing here is very, very important. And I say thank you very much.
So obviously, we are a voluntary military. We want to that always, so we have been the last 50, 60 years, which is a really important thing to say because what we do is not arbitrary. What we do is not easy, and we sacrifice a lot to do this. So the fact that people can volunteer to do it says a lot. And like I said before, this is a very special in the world, and what I think it is a lot of men and women all sacrifice their lives to do that.
Veterans often come up to them and ask them, what can they do, something like that. What's interesting is in relating with what CNC now, you understand why they're very, what they're doing, they talk about any kind of rating, stuff like that, especially in the range that we're in, you know exactly what they're talking about. That's interesting.
Veteran as a title, it doesn't mean much, but it does mean a lot to members that are not in the military. One of the best things you can do is just simply say thank you. I truly didn't feel like a veteran until after I came back from Afghanistan. And then I understood what it meant to sacrifice, I understood what it meant to lose, I understood what it meant to have friendships that last forever. But nothing strikes closer to home than somebody who has never stood and simply says, hey, I don't know what you've gone through, but I can say thank you because I get to experience life in the United States. And life in the United States is pretty good.
I think the biggest thing is just appreciate the rights and freedoms we have as a country, and that, that's not something that's just for free and at cost.
I would say the biggest thing that I would like to let everybody here to know is that there are many veterans in the U.S. and across around the world. But a veteran is just someone who decided to help the country out and defend our way of life. There's nothing to be afraid of from a veteran. And usually, if you run into a veteran, they've got some really cool stories and they'd be glad to help you out with what you have going on.
I'd say if you have anybody in your family or you know anybody who has served in the military, try to answer some questions. We do like to talk about stuff that we used to do. But the biggest thing is that some of the generations that are leaving us now go 2 generations bringing or my dad fought in Vietnam. Sometimes we have a million stories to tell and find a lesson to learn.
stop and think about all the things we want. And be celebrating veterans and people that serve the basically like how like veterans day they risk their lives to save everyone. Because of how hard they work and how much they sacrifice. Because like and this is job. It's important to honor veterans because they made ultimate sacrifices, whether it be their childhood, or early teens, or the ultimate sacrifice, or sacrificing time with their families and their pets, and opportunities to go do fun things. And so I think it's important to honor veterans who made sacrifices. To be willing to be because we're free and we don't have a key. Is that we're not enslaved and we can do both. Because we're free. I think we're incredibly blessed to have the things that we do. I think that it's amazing that everyone has an opportunity to vote in this country. I think that it's empowering to be able to vote. And not all countries have democracy that we do. I think it's great that we live in a country that is okay to disagree with our neighbors respectfully if we don't agree with what they voted for. I think that's pretty exciting to be in a country where it's okay to disagree on things, but also that our voice matters. And in order to make the voice matter, we have to vote. But it's great that we live in a country where I do have an opportunity. Watch the families because whenever they're there, they can find they don't get to see them locked in and they don't feel it's little training. I think lots of things make a person great. I think making hard decisions is an example of someone who's great. Doing what's right,
even if people around you aren't doing what's right, I think that's great. I think that, bravery is not only for military veterans. I think children can be brave. I think children, when there's a difficult situation with their peer, I think having those conversations face to face, that's great, and trying to solve those problems. I do think that military veterans, their level of bravery is they're willing to sacrifice.
What if someone is brave and then you're not supposed to do that, and only to try to talk to you? Try and yeah.
Bravery, just be doing the right thing at the right time for the right reason.
I'm incredibly thankful for all veterans. It's not an easy job. It's a very demanding job, physically, emotionally, spiritually sometimes. And I'm just incredibly thankful that people have made that decision. It really is neat to see that there are people who are willing to give up themselves so much. It's such a selfless act. And so I'm grateful.
Thank you for staying all night. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you for writing the Thank you for learning food. Thank you, veterans. 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 Thank you, veterans.